So you obviously, is this like music your main source of income at the moment?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, I do cover gigs. They can be like you can make pretty decent money doing that. Weddings are especially good for money.
Yeah.
I think some musicians see it as like in disingenuous to, make money that way. But personally, I feel like music has power. And if you're in a place, whether you're singing your own songs or somebody else's songs, you're still influencing that atmosphere and you're still bringing joy to many people's hearts. So whether you're singing your own songs or you're singing somebody else's song, I don't have an issue with it. Like, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that is kind
Oh,
of my primary source of income at the moment. But a lot of musicians will tell you there's many different ways to make money in the industry, like playing in other people's bands, organizing events is a good way to make money as well. But it's like anything, like it takes time to build up to being able to sustain yourself as a musician. But I have musician friends and they're playing like 5 gigs a week and they're getting like $500 for every single gig. So they're making $2,500, which is more than my lawyer friends make when they finish,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
6 years of uni. So it's really one of those things where like there are opportunities. It just depends how hard you want to work and how hard you
Well,
want to work on your craft.
yeah, because I know a lot of people mainly just stick to the Spotify streams and the Apple Music streams, and obviously you're not getting paid a lot for that, unfortunately. Like
Yeah.
it's every like 4,000 streams, I think. Every 1,000 streams, I think you get $4 for that or something.
Something like so it's a third of a cent. So
Yeah.
I think every 300 streams is $1.
Yeah.
So, 300,000 streams would be $1,000.
It's kind of sad, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I think Spotify is like it's a model it's more like the town square, right? Like
Mm.
it's like where you put your poster to say I have a gig coming up. It's not a lucrative means of making money for musicians.
Yeah.
But in saying that, like I have musician friends who will make music for films or TV shows and placements and things like that. And I think like Spotify is a great place to get found for that. If you have a kind of atmospheric music and you put it on Spotify, then an agency might find you and then they might ask you to
Yeah.
make music for TV shows and things like that. But in and of itself, like Spotify is a means of self-promotion. It's not a means
Yeah.
of living, in my opinion. Some people do, some people are amazing at it, but yeah. As an starting out musician, I would say don't look to Spotify to support you financially for sure.
No, yeah, for sure. So you make most of your income through gigs and just wedding performances. Do you have an APRA MCOS
Yeah, I do.
account as well? So do you get money through your, obviously through
Yes.
that as well?
Yeah, so this is something that a lot of musicians overlook, and you can actually make a lot of money. So I I don't know the exact number. It's either $3 or $4. You get paid every single time a song that you write is played in public. So what that
Yeah.
means is if you go and busk on a street corner, there's nobody there, but you play 40 of your own songs over like 3 hour period, then you can make 120 to $160
Yeah.
in
It's
royalties.
actually amazing. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
find it
really
incredible.
phenomenal.
It's
Yeah,
good. It is really good.
yeah. So
So
it's a great way
yeah.
to make money, and like I think it's one of those things that musicians think it's so hard. It's just another thing to do, right? But it's actually something that's going to generate money for you, and then you get your royalty reports at the end of the month. If you've
Yeah.
done 10 of those gigs, like that's what, $1,600. That's your rent paid
Yeah.
a month for just
Exactly.
10
Yeah.
things. So yeah, it's definitely hugely lucrative. It's so easy to set up and it's just amazing.
Yeah, all you really have to do is just, I think the only requirement is like have proof of you performing in public.
Yeah.
Is that right? Am
Yeah,
I
I
right?
think
Yeah.
yeah, so like you can literally take a video of yourself busking. It's got a time date stamp on it and yeah, I think
You're
maybe like
clever.
10% of your performances they might ask you like for proof of, but that's about
Mm.
yeah.
That's so good.